Hello friends, this is Coldrun, back with Mass Effect 2. We're here on the ship. Last time we went down to the planet and we met Dr. Okeer. Dr. Okeer tragically passed away, but not before passing on to us a little Krogan soldier in a bottle, which he called Perfect. And we don't know why yet. We don't know exactly what was so perfect about it, but we get the chance to either toss it into space, probably, or to open it up and let it kind of live its life. And I think you can guess what we're going to do. We can also guess what we're going to do because I said so last time. I'm going to open it up. Wait, clean out dead fish. Oh shit. Well, my fish died. I guess I shouldn't have fed them, or maybe I didn't feed them enough. Either way, I didn't expect this to be a maintenance thing. I was just coming back here to change my garb, to change before I introduced myself to the Krogan warrior. I didn't want to be in like formal wear, and so actually, what do we have here? So we got that formal exercise gear. So it's going to be one of these two, right? Yeah, let's go with this. Okay. Yeah, so the fish died. That's rough. Is the space hamster dead? Better not be. Okay, it's not. Space hamster's good. A little shy, but still good. I'm also going to change my helmet to this because it looks like I'm now in Tron, which is pretty sweet.
There you are.
Hey, Kasumi.
Zaid's strolling around like he owns the place. But he seems a little confused. 20 years of seeking revenge, and now it's over.
Yeah, it's got to be a little bit of a trip. The coyote finally caught the Roadrunner.
The Normandy runs so quietly. I'm not used to hearing my footsteps when I walk.
Hey, Dr. Chakwas.
Commander, I very much enjoyed sharing that ice brandy with you. But I hope I wasn't too unprofessional. Brandy goes straight to my head.
No, you're good.
It's nice to see you let your hair down.
Well, promise me we'll share a bottle every year. The next one is on me.
You got it. This is new. What is this on the map? The port cargo. Breeding pod. Activate.
Subject is stable, Shepard. Integration with onboard systems was seamless. Can he see anything in there? Does he know where he is?
Probably
Unlikely. Current neural patterns indicate minimal cognition. Barring ship-wide power loss, the nutrients in the tank could sustain him for over a year.
Is he dangerous? I mean, Edie won't know that.
Any idea how dangerous this guy is? He is a Krogan, Shepard. If you were asking whether he is actively hostile, I don't have the necessary data to answer. Okeer's technology could impart data, not methods of thinking. The subject may know of his views, but would not necessarily share them. What can you tell me about this guy? Anything unusual? The subject is an exceptional example of the Krogan species, with fully formed primary, secondary, and tertiary organs where applicable. No defects of any kind, aside from the genetic markers of the genophage present in all Krogan. I cannot judge mental functioning.
Okay, welcome, friend.
Stand by. I'm gonna open the tank and let him out.
Probably
Cerberus protocol is very clear regarding untested alien technology.
He's too valuable, do as I say. Well, luckily I'm not officially part of Cerberus as far as I'm concerned.
He's either a powerful addition to the crew or a time bomb. I'd rather deal with it now. Very well, Shepard. The controls are online. The switch and consequences are yours.
Good morning, sunshine. Oh, he doesn't have his doesn't have his little hat on. We're not used to seeing Krogan without the hat, are we? The faceplate or whatever they call it. Yeah, that was expected.
Female. Before you die, I need a name.
I'm Commander Shepard, and I don't take threats lightly. I suggest you relax.
Not your name. Mine. I'm trained. I know things. But the tank, Okeer couldn't implant connection. His words are hollow. Warlord, Legacy, Grunt. Grunt was among the last. It has no meaning. It'll do.
Oh, okay.
I am Grunt. If you are worthy of your command, prove your strength and try to destroy me.
Why Grunt? Because Grunt is like a colloquial term for someone very like a private or someone very low in the military. Is that right? Like a low rank.
You wouldn't prefer Okeer or Legacy?
It's short. Matches the training in my blood. The other words are big things I don't feel. Maybe they fit your mouth better. I feel nothing for Okeer's clan or his enemies. I'll do what I'm bred to do. Fight and determine the strongest. But his imprint has failed.
Are you sure?
Without a reason that's mine. One fight is as good as any other. Might as well start with you.
I release you. No, join my command is your reason. Boy, that's not the option I'd want to do. Yeah, let's help you find it. I don't want to pick this because I'm afraid that it's like an alternative to the blue option, not a further exploration.
I have a good ship and a strong crew. A strong clan. You'd make it stronger.
If you're weak and choose weak enemies, I'll have to kill you.
Our enemies are worthy. No doubt about that.
That's acceptable. I'll fight for you.
I'm glad you saw reason.
Offer one hand, but arm the other. Wise Shepherd. If I find a clan, if I find what I want, I will be honored to eventually pit them against you.
Okay, we got Grunt on our side. Hello, Grunt. How you doing? We have a new party member.
Shepherd.
Upgrades, the return of the collectors, the squad. Yeah, because you're going to be excited by the collectors. So yeah, that was a faster intro than I was expecting, even with all the lead up to it. Like I was expecting more of him meeting the crew and all that, but maybe that'll come later.
What are your thoughts about our mission?
I fight. Doesn't matter who for.
Yeah, you're born like 2 seconds ago.
Did Okeer give you any imprints about the collectors?
I see blurry ships, guesswork about strength. Nothing to help pick a weak spot and tear. Okeer spent all his time on old hatreds. Whatever he had, it was used up when he made me.
And so my headcanon for this right now is that this conversation is happening like weeks afterwards. Like after he's been brought up to speed and all that. The mission squad. Collectors.
Did Okeer give you any imprints?
Oh, no,
about
we
the
just did that.
collectors?
Sorry.
That's all for now.
Shepherd.
What about
Shepherd.
talk about you?
Just checking in. Making sure you're acclimatizing.
Humans talk too much. Like the tank. Come back later.
Okay.
That's all for now.
Shepherd.
All right. We got Grunt on our team. I am excited to see what he's like, and right now very kind of gur kill, but like he's not gur kill. He's like kill. He's like thoughtful about it. He's like this is I think this is my purpose, is just to kill the strongest enemies I can, and hopefully you'll help me on that mission. He's not like raw smash. So I'm excited to see him in action. Oh, but the blood pack. I'm curious how Zaid's going to react to him, to Grunt.
Back for another lesson. Me and a buddy were hired to take out this one guy, Matthias, I think. Hell, I forget. Turns out it was a trap. We got jumped by a hit squad. 2 Batarians, a Krogan, and a Hanar. Damn jellyfish nearly choked me to death. Wore a neck brace for weeks to cover that up. Haven't underestimated a Hanar since.
That's probably a good point. The Hanar seem like they could be nasty and all with their like all their hentai battle strategies.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Thank you. What do we have? Encrypted transmission from Elusive Man. Shepard, I see you awakened Okir's Krogan. A dangerous decision, but you've got free reign on this operation. If you're certain he'll be a useful member of the team, I mean, I'm not certain, but you've got my support. We need every weapon we can in this battle. If this grunt proves unreliable and has to be put down, don't lose the body. He's based at least partially in collector technology and could offer useful genetic data. But again, you're in charge. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Prototype recovered from Project Firewalker. This is from Elusive, I'm guessing. From good old Insoluble Man. Good work on recovering the Hammerhead in one piece, Commander. It'll prove useful. Also, the data you recovered from the MSV Rosalie's emergency beacon contains significant intel on the few planets that Doctors Case and Oloy investigated. EDI has added the locations to your galaxy map. We hope that one of them leads you to the Prothean site. Despite Dr. Case's obvious instability, he's proven to be a brilliant and dedicated scientist. If you salvage more of his logs or journals, it would greatly help our efforts. We still don't know how to get her tracking Dr. Case, so be careful. Okay. Whoops, I meant to mark this as red. Kelly, do you have any thoughts on Grunt?
I don't know what to feel about Grunt. My psych reports refer Okir. We have no guarantees that Grunt is mentally stable. I get the feeling he just doesn't care about anything, including who lives or dies.
I'll protect you.
Don't worry, Kelly. I wouldn't let him touch you.
If there's any touching being done, you'd better be involved.
Oh my god.
Anyway, what's up?
Okay. I'd hate to see what her off account is like, what her alternate accounts are like if this is her main. How's the crew again? Oh, no, well, that's fine.
It's always nice chatting with you.
Likewise. It's always interesting chatting with you. Oh, sniper rifle. I'm just checking out upgrades. Scram Pulsar. So this is the sniper rifle upgrade we got. And we have Platinum to spare. Next would be AP Sniper Rifle, but that's not available just yet. Oh, Advanced Training. Krogan Vitality. Okay. All Krogan members get 25% health. A scientist named Okir designed a retrovirus that matches Krogan genetic code, modifying the gene sequence, and of the virus and injecting a small amount into a Krogan can introduce a change in that genetic code. Let's get it. What else? Advanced Training. Through intensive training, Shepard can learn to use a single... Oh, right. God, how many times am I going to fall for that? I don't know. Many times. The answer is many times. So we have a few places we can explore in this area. Malgus, Amun. Wow. Yeah, let's just start exploring, I guess. Let's go clockwise. Strabo, here we come. Anything in the asteroid belt? No, because I think you could usually... I think the one time I found something in an asteroid belt, you could see it, right? Is that something? No, that's not. Antigar, a noxious-looking planet. Charted by a Solarian mining expedition that went off course due to computer error, Antigar is a hydrogen and helium gas giant with 11 known moons and dusty rings. And just moderate, but again, just like to check for E0. It doesn't look like I'm seeing any E0. Okay. 100% of Strabos complete. We're true explorers. Malgus, here we come. And I remember actually why I know the name Malgus is because one of the main really interesting characters in the BioWare MMO, Star Wars The Old Republic, was Darth Malgus. Is that a planet so close? Wow, that's a big planet right close to the star. Okay. Start outward. Flet. Uninhabitable by most species, Flet is home to the Bloodpack's Vorcha training and breeding grounds. The thick atmosphere is nearly all nitrogen and lacks oxygen, which poses no hazard to the Vorcha. Needing little but imports of food and water, Vorcha mercenaries and mercenaries-to-be train religiously to overpower and kill whoever the company is at war with this time. Travel advisory, stay the fuck away. Flet spaceports are wholly owned subsidiaries of the Blood Pact Mercenary Company, a corporation undergoing numerous criminal investigations for capital crimes. Civilian traffic to Flet is strongly discouraged, yet not a lot of tourism there. Next up is this small little red nugget. Rill. A planet only a Vorcha could love. This is Vorcha Central. Rill is notable for its near-miss climate, punishing heat and a thin, toxic methane-ethane atmosphere. Its surface is dotted with Krogan and Vorcha habitats, eking out a meager living off the planet's tin and copper deposits, and killing anyone who cuts into their profits. Travel advisory. Krogan can survive in the heat with the use of a breath mask. All other species require environmental suits to avoid heat exhaustion and burns. Liquid water can be found in large lakes on the surface. This can be used for thermoregulation. Yeah, but it's not potable without processing. I was wondering if you could just drink it up, but probably not. Alliance Bulletin. Large-scale gang warfare is a regular occurrence on Rill. Civilian travel is not advised. Now we got this. I just restocked on probes. Let's check out this big one. Uzin. Named for one of many Krogan gods of vengeance. Yeah, Uzin sounds like a Krogan god of vengeance. Uzin is a gas giant close enough to its orange sun that none of its moons are considered habitable. Its composition is largely hydrogen and methane with traces of xenon that the Krogan collect for use in ion drives. Uzin is well within the frost line where gas giants usually do not form. So so there's something called a frost line, which explains why why it's weird, why like even as a layman it's weird for me to see like a gas giant so close to a star here. Leading astronomers to believe that its orbit used to be further from the star. So is the frost line like where gas usually like close enough to the... No, I have no idea. What is a frost line? I have no guess. I was about to say the silliest thing. I was going to say, is it so close to the star that it's usually cold enough that the gas would usually freeze? But like that's the opposite of how stars and heat work. I don't know. Maybe it's hot enough that I literally have no idea. Astronomers to believe that its orbit used to be further from the star. If so, this would indicate a seriously unstable orbit, and the planet may plunge into its star within just a few million years. Nothing in space-time. And not seeing any signs of E0. Okay. Let's boogie out of Malgus. Amun. Here we come. Amun I know is like a... I mean, Amun could just be... It has the same... No, I was going to say, is it another like, Krogan name or Vorcha name? But, I don't know, maybe it's the Egyptian Amun? Bast. Oh yeah, this is definitely Egyptian. A small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant, Bast and its moons... Bast's the cat god, right? Serve as the Eclipse Mercenary Company's fallback position after their defeat on Nath. Once they had gathered their strength, they leaked a false position to the Naheset Consortium to lure them into a trap, which devolved into a pitched battle. Both sides claimed victory. Naheset lost more ships, but could afford the setback in a way Eclipse could not. Interesting. Bast is poor. What are you?
Anomaly detected.
Ooh, okay, anomaly on Nath. Cold and dry, Nath has a thin nitrogen atmosphere and vast salt flats at its equator, which is warm enough for liquid water to pool during the summer period. The revealed salt is collected and sold to sodium-poor planets for agricultural purposes. Is salt used for agriculture? I guess it's used to feed animals, like I think of horses eating salt or licking salt or whatever. But I also think of like salt the earth to make sure you can't farm, so I don't know. During the Anhur rebellions, Nath was a staging ground for Eclipse ships, and was the site of their first defeat when the enemy Naheset surprised and routed them with a superior force. Naheset must be another mercenary company. Or maybe not? I don't know. The Anhur rebellions. So, that doesn't sound like two mercenary companies fighting. I don't know. Some wreckage from the battle can still be found on the planet today. Okay.
Status of system up. I have found something.
Anomaly detected. Surface scans indicate wreckage of a merchant freighter. Configuration unknown. Damage to ship catastrophic. Detecting movement, but no signs of organic life. Okay. It's rich, so let's exploit it first and explore the rest of this place first. The rest of this system first, I mean, and we'll come back here. And what else is here? Unexplored. Oh, that's a pretty little Earth-like nugget. A garden world with heavy populations of humans and Batarians. Anhur was home to one of the ugliest populations. One of the ugliest violations of sapient rights in modern human history. They're not judging the beauty or lack thereof of its population. A consortium of corporations and corrupt politicians, fearing Batarian economic competition due to their custom of legal slavery, fair fear, passed a resolution that abolished the minimum wage, effectively re-legalizing slavery on a human-dominated world. Wow. Wow. Fearing Batarian economic competition due to their... So they're basically, we want to get in on the slavery action. Oh, wow. Anhur sucks. Opponents of the motion quickly turned to activism and violence. A civil war erupted as one side sought to end slavery throughout the system, and another primarily Batarian faction, called the Nahesset, that's what they are, sought to keep the slaves they had. The Anhur rebellions raged from 2176 to 2178. The Nahesset had a significant advantage in ships, labor, and weapons, forcing the Anhur militias to hire mercenary companies to even the odds. In the end, the abolitionists won out, though at the cost of much of their infrastructure. Though Anhur today still has significant natural wealth, it's economically depressed save for the reconstruction industry. Okay, so no more slavery on the planet right now, but I imagine there's still, like, pockets of resistance and all that sort of thing. New Thebes, capital. It's a very populous place. Did I see... Yep, this guy... There's some E0 on this place. Not much, but some. This was super fruitful. I must have plundered about 7,000 units of E0 from this place. Let's see what else. Oh, we got 2 more left. We got the Neptune-like Simic Sobek, a hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant believed to be an extrasolar capture. An extrasolar capture, does that mean like it was dragged in here? From like a... From where? From outside the sun? Everything is extrasolar. What is... I'm not sure what an extrasolar capture is. Sobek's low-G moons were the sites of many Batarian labor camps during the Anhur rebellions, generating raw materials from the war. When the slaves were finally liberated by Eclipse, the mercenaries found abysmal conditions, including whole camps that lacked mass effect fields to keep the gravity at habitable levels. The widespread bone loss among the slaves was part of their master's final degradation. It would cripple them if they ever left for a standard gravity world. Hold on, let me take a look at this again. Labor camps and low-G moons for raw materials. Abysmal conditions. And because the gravity wasn't habitable, I see, this is like why astronauts are always like exercising like ridiculous amounts on the space stations, because like otherwise they'll degrade. I didn't know their bones would degrade too. I just assumed their muscles would atrophy. Widespread bone loss. What does that even... Is that what I think? Is it just the bones just diminish because there's no need for them? The plight of the slaves soon garnered galactic media attention, and several charities sprang up to pay for their physical therapy and find them gainful employment. Eclipse, normally reviled for their cutthroat tactics and criminal employees, found themselves painted as heroes. The mercenary company still retains an office on Sobek's moon Heket, out of nostalgia as much as a business strategy. Wow. The Batarians are the worst. The Batarians are the literal worst. And then there's one more. This kind of brownish yellow thing. Sekhmet. A hydrogen-helium gas giant believed to have entered Amun's system within the last billion years. So maybe that's what an extrasolar capture is. How many extrasolar captures are there? And where was it from? Was it just wandering between stars? I guess I don't know where baby gas giants come from. How is Babby gas giant made? Sekhmet was the site of an important battle in the Anha rebellions, when the Eclipse mercenary company sought to capture the refueling stations to deny the rebels supplies. A fighter wing hiding in Sekhmet's rings ambushed them. Eclipse suffered heavy initial losses but destroyed 2 rebel carriers and forced them to retreat into FTL. This was considered the high water mark of the rebellion. At no point after the Battle of Sekhmet did the rebels have a victory. When the let me just sometimes I read things and it just goes through my mouth without it's taking a detour at my brain. When the Eclipse mercenary company sought to capture the refueling stations, deny the rebel supply. Right, so I was trying to remember who's the rebels and who's not, but in the Anha rebellions, the slavers were rebels, and the Eclipse was working for the government that was trying to deny them slaves. Let me know if I'm mistaken. I feel like I'm mistaken there. Today, Sekhmet has home to refueling stations and a small war memorial in orbit at the planet's L5 Lagrange point. Oh, and I always forget to do this. Just a quick, easy... Whoa! Yep, okay. Yep, I'll be back in a second. I'm going to plunder some E0. So I'm about to wrap this session up because I just got a bunch more E0. I came back to the research part of my ship to check if that increased E0 load I had saved up let me buy anything, but it looks like it does not. But what really jumped out at me, because it's like something... What is the E0? Is it really just... Requires 1 more tech damage to upgrade to unlock. Okay. What jumped out at me about E0 was... Oh, not about E0, but this was... When I looked at ship enhancements, it said, discover possible ship enhancements by talking to your crew. And so let me try that. I don't know that I've talked to everyone about that, so I'll talk to everyone and see if anything jumps out.
Shepard, how can I help?
Have you got a minute to
Yes,
talk?
wasn't entirely honest. Lie of omission. Also, other kinds need to clear the air. Mission too important to keep secrets. Work on genophage was more than just study.
I was not expecting this. I skipped through the first part and I apologize. I need to go back and see that. Work on genophage was more than just study. Yeah, what did you... I suspected. I did kind of suspect as much, but...
What was the Special Tasks Group doing with the Krogan genophage?
Study at first, as I said, but uncovered surprising data. Krogan population was increasing at faster rate than expected. Krogan were adapting to genophage, overcoming disease.
Oh, shit. Perhaps they weren't adapting. I'm not sure what you mean by that, but let's say... How did it happen,
Did
yeah.
the Krogan evolve, or did some of their scientists develop a treatment?
Krogan scientists? Never met Krogan scientists worthy of
Did you meet Dr. O'Keefe?
Natural evolution. Krogan physiology incredibly durable. Organ redundancy, backup systems, cellular regeneration. Genophage like any other natural hazard. Krogan evolved past it.
The genophage was a terrible mistake. It nearly destroyed the Krogan and their culture. Now they have a chance to recover.
Naive viewpoint. Krogan too dangerous to allow unchecked birth rate. Look at Krogan rebellions. Personally led a science team. Geneticists, chemists, sociologists, mathematicians. Created new version of genophage. Released it onto Chanka, other Krogan-centric areas. Restabilized Krogan population.
Restabilized Krogan population. That was the best... Yeah, this is the...
How did you distribute the modified genophage?
Covert drops, hospitals, clan centers, water
Oh
supplies.
my god.
Very difficult. Few Solarians on Tuchanka.
This is
Team
kind
got
of
caught
horrifying.
A few times. Had to fight free. Messy. Better when things went as planned.
How did your genophage modification work?
Krogan evolution attached garbage genetic code to genophage attack sites. Modification created other areas for garbage code to connect. Left sites clean, capable, running smoothly.
It's really like horrifying. And the thing is, it's not even, I think Shepard would be in the camp of this is totally the wrong move, but I get where they're coming from. I mean, it sounds like just the Krogan are intensely warlike. And when there's a lot of them, it sounds like there's a super predictable outcome. And I guess you could, if you're playing devil's advocate, I guess you could say the same thing about humans, and so why not make a human genophage that stabilizes, quote-unquote, their population? But I don't know. What you did was wrong. Thank you for telling me you did the right thing. I'm going to go with, well, that was the best choice.
Never considered other options?
I'm sure they considered
Hundreds,
it, but...
Thousands. Modified genophage offered best outcome. Stabilized population, avoided publicity that could incite Krogan anger, averted potential genocide, or devastating war. Best solution for whole galaxy. Krogan included.
I'm sure the Krogan might disagree slightly. What you did was wrong. I'm not going that far yet. I think it's a gray enough area that it sounds horrifying, but it's also... I don't want to sit in moral judgment of it.
I doubt you've told many people about this, Mordin. I appreciate you letting me know.
Wanted you to know I'm willing to do what's necessary. Should get back to work. Talk more later. Next time tissue synthesis has to compile. Good for free time.
I was... okay. For a second when he said that, I thought that was like his science-y way of saying that this was so sad I was going to cry, by saying like I needed a tissue. Tissue synthesis needed, but no, different tissue.
Shepard, how can I help?
One of the girls in navigation thinks she might be pregnant. Even aboard a Cerberus vessel, life finds a way.
It's a pretty romantic spot. If you get my drift, Kasumi. No, I'm sticking with, okay, no, never
Come
mind.
back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
Okay, so no upgrades from you.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Have you got any ideas for potential upgrades we could make?
A few ideas, yeah. Here, take a look.
Wait. So the reason I wasn't... Aha! The reason I was going to say before, the reason I haven't used this upgrade like option in the dialogue before was that I assumed that all it did was just open up this window like from them instead of from the research thing. It didn't click to me that like now that this advanced mineral scanner is something that comes specifically because I talked with Miranda about it. This makes sense now. Okay. Argus scanner array. The Androids group. I'm now retroactively upset that I've never thought to call fanatics of Ayn Rand Androids, but that's how it goes. The Androids group's proprietary Argus planet scan technology has been integrated into ship systems. This will greatly speed up the planet scanning process. That sounds really good. Let's do it.
Ever been to a Batarian prison? They don't trust you enough to sell you into slavery. That's where they send you. In there you got two choices. Bash your head open on the wall, or kill everyone between you and the exit.
Yeah, it's a fate worse than slavery. Like, sounds... I mean, it sounds like, yeah, bash your head on the wall or kill your way out. That sounds about like your options. So I'm guessing, so you told me before that Kasumi and Zaid are DLC characters, and I'm guessing that's why they don't have options to talk about upgrades.
Shepard.
Anything in your tank imprints that can make use of the resources we found?
Might have something I could put together. Don't know how useful it will be.
This is an armor upgrade? No, what is this? A weapon upgrade? A prototype. Krogan shotgun. Grunt gets a Claymore heavy shotgun. Armory scientists produced a single prototype for Grunt in violation of Council's space weapon safety standards. Well, that sounds like a good weapon then. Like a weapon so good it violates human rights standards. The recoil on the Claymore is enough to break a human's arm. Fortunately, Grunt isn't human. Let's do it. Oh, hell yeah. And I think that's actually all... Oh, Codex. It must have been this first one. Argus planet scan technology. Yep, okay. The Argus provides a qualitative leap in planetary surface imaging, a proprietary technology of the Android Group, an R&D development, an R&D laboratory reportedly owned by Cerberus. This upgrade for... Wait, this is a weird sentence. A proprietary technology of the Android Group, an R&D laboratory reportedly owned by Cerberus. This upgrade for Lab Normandy's sensory array delivers superior long-range topographical scanning resolution and rendering speed. Okay. By deploying an orbital multi-static grid of 100 radar-emitting microsatellites, the Argus quickly delivers a global digital elevation model, a DEM, as we like to call it in the business, at 15 meters per pixel, or MPP as we like to call it in the business. A resolution vastly outclassing the Normandy's previous scanner peak performance of 27 MPP. Such imaging quality provides superior defensive intelligence and at a speed warranted by the dangers of combat. Hopefully it'll just make scanning planets quicker. I'm more concerned about that than space combat. At slower scanning and rendering speed, the Argus can resolve down to an astonishing 0.001 MPP, 1 millimeter per pixel, ideal for geological and biological prospecting. There we go. Archaeological research and long-term security surveillance. By employing such a massive multi-static grid of nearly untraceable microemitters, the resilient Argus is virtually invulnerable to electronic countermeasures. The spherical geometry of the Argus grid also allows superior cross-sectioning of targets. Lovely. Also, N7 wrecked merchant freighter. This is what we're going to deal with. So I'm going to wrap up here. Investigate the shipwreck. Yeah, this is what we're going to deal with next time. So, thanks for watching. Also, I'm planning to, I'm assuming that I get to bring party members down with me. Maybe I'm wrong, but if I get to bring party members, I'm going to bring Grunt, and I want to see Grunt and Zaid together. I feel like Grunt and Zaid and Mordin Solus have a chance at being one of history's best polycules. And so, yeah, I'm going to try to bring them together and see what happens. But, yeah, that's it for me for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.